Okay, banana bread time. There's the recipe. Hope you can make that out. We're going to do the world famous banana bread that so many people have said so many wonderful things about, so we're just going to do it over our coronavirus thing and go from there. So here's the way we're going to do it. We've got flour. Just makes 2 loaves. We're going to go 3 cups of flour. Don't need to measure exact. 2 cups of sugar. 2. Good. Then other dry ingredients, we've got a teaspoon of cinnamon. I always go a little extra. Boom. Salt, which is here to go. Well, it would help if it was a teaspoon, and it's not supposed to be a teaspoon. Just got 2 of those. And a little bit more of that. Bam. Then some baking soda. Again, a teaspoon of that. And chocolate chips, which I always like. The recipe originally was for nuts and coconut, but I just kind of threw some chocolate chips in there. I don't know how many, just, you know, as many as you want. I don't know, that's probably half a cup or something. And then go with coconut. Big fan of that, so I always include that. I don't know, about half a cup of that maybe. And then you're good. Now remember, this is making 2 loaves. So once you got that, just kind of stir it around a little bit so it's mixed. Because what we're going to end up doing is putting this with the wet ingredients, which you'll see in a minute. Yes, that's good enough for that. Okay, so here we start with, we're going to do 3 eggs. There we go. And then we're going to go with a 1.5 cups of oil. It doesn't matter what kind. I use the canola oil or just, can't use peanut oil in this house because my son's got an allergy, but any kind of oil is good. So toss that in there. Along with the 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple. So that's got to get in there. And then calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I just use the artificial, that's fine. Easier to find. And then bananas, which I've already smashed up here, 2 cups of that. So that's in. So once you got that, then you got to mix all this together. And once it's all together, it kind of looks like this yellow, I don't know, conglomerate, but it's all kind of mixed together kind of nice. So then once all that's done, it goes right into the dry. And then this gets pulled together into the batter for the bread. And the thing is, once it comes out, it's almost not a bread texture. It's almost like a cake texture. So, you know, it's called banana bread. It's a recipe that I got from a teacher at Holbrook Elementary School at Fort Bragg back in, she was 1985, I guess, or 86. Forgot what her name is, but she was a good cook. and she gave me this recipe that I shared with you. And then I just kind of adopted it, added some stuff like chocolate chips. I mean, you can put raisins, M&Ms, you can put whatever you want in here. And so now we got it, so now we're good. And what I've done already is I've got two bread pans that I kind of, greased it and then put flour over that. So it's good to go. So what we're going to do is pour these into those. And then we'll be ready for the oven. There we go, done. Sweet. So that's it. Let's try and bang it a little bit. Get all the bubbles up. In the oven 55 minutes and you're golden. So it's good to go.